Turkish Defense Minister Hulusi Akar told Pentagon officials during a visit to the United States that there must not be a vacuum of power during the withdrawal of U.S. forces from Syria, Turkey's state-run Anadolu Agency reported on February 23. A senior U.S. administration official said on February 22 Washington will leave about 400 U.S. troops split between two Syrian regions, a reversal by President Donald Trump that could pave the way for U.S. allies to keep troops in Syria. Akar arrived in Washington on February 22 together with Chief of General Staff Yasar Güler to discuss Syria and other issues with their U.S. counterparts. Greeted by acting U.S. Defense Secretary Patrick Shanahan, Akar was welcomed with a ceremony that included a military band and 3 cannons that fired off artillery rounds in honor of his arrival. The two then entered the Pentagon, where they prepared for a meeting. "We wanted to do something special, so we brought out the cannons with Joint Chiefs of Staff Chairman Gen. Joseph Dunford's permission," Shanahan said to Akar. Shanahan highlighted the importance of the meeting, saying he wants to work with Ankara to find solutions to the problems in Syria and was looking forward to making progress. "Our visit is important not only for bilateral relations, but also for security and stability in the region," said Akar, who thanked Shanahan for his invitation. Akar also took the opportunity to discuss the terrorist organizations that Turkey is dealing with. "I would like to underline the difference between the YPG, PYD, PKK-type terrorist organizations," he said. "We have never had any problem with Kurds or other ethnicities in Turkey or outside Turkey in Syria. But there will be fighting against terrorist organizations. A couple hundred American troops will remain in Syria after the U.S. pullout as part of a multinational force to establish a safe zone in the region," the Pentagon said February 22. U.S. forces numbering a couple hundred will remain in northeast Syria as part of a multinational force, Pentagon spokesman Sean Robertson said on February 22. Robertson also said the U.S. is looking at the safe zone along the Turkish border. The multinational observing and monitoring force will be made up primarily of NATO allies, who along with U.S. forces will maintain stability and prevent an ISIS resurgence in Syria, Robertson added, using another term for ISIL. A defense official who spoke to Anadolu Agency on condition of anonymity said Turkish and SDF forces would not be involved in the planned safe zone. On February 21, the White House said 200 troops will remain in Syria as part of a peacekeeping effort. However, a report published by The Washington Post said 400 troops will remain, with 200 in northeast Syria and another 200 at the Al-Tanif garrison in southern Syria. "The U.S. will maintain a presence at the Al-Tanif garrison in southern Syria," said Robertson. The base at Al-Tanif has been viewed by some within the administration as a critical foil to Iran establishing a land route from Tehran to Damascus via Iraq.